Hello, Holman Baptist family. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're finding things to do and stay occupied and productive during the quarantine if you're stuck at home. I want to give you a thought about worship. Who is the audience for worship? If I'm preaching or if somebody's singing, maybe the choir or a special, and the congregation is out in the seats, in the pews, who is the audience of the worship? Well, the answer is God, not the audience, as it's often referred to. But no matter what, God is always the audience of our worship. He is the one for whom we are doing it. Right? Without Him to worship, we wouldn't be there. And I'm talking about worship because on Sunday morning, we will have an opportunity to worship. Actually, we have opportunities to worship literally every second. But this coming Sunday morning, it's going to be different, of course. All our services are suspended right now, so we have to do things differently. And I'll be posting a video Sunday morning. And I wouldn't necessarily call it a sermon, but kind of. And I'm beginning to do some instruction on shepherding. That's what we have to do. That's what God has called us to do. And if we're going to survive as a church and as individuals spiritually, we're going to have to shepherd each other. We've talked plenty about that. And so we're going to talk this Sunday morning about what a shepherd is. We need to know what it is if we're going to do it. And then moving forward from there, we're going to continue to look at the Good Shepherd and see Jesus' example of what a shepherd is so that we can learn to follow. Another thing I wanted to mention for this Sunday morning is I want to encourage you to do in-home action groups. Now, this is not something that has to be limited to Sunday morning. My family does this throughout the week, and we're just reading straight through the Bible. We read a chapter, and then we discuss it with the action group, character traits, or questions, rather. What is true about God? What is true about man? And how can I help somebody else learn the same truth? I want to encourage you and challenge you to do this on Sunday morning, to do an in-home action group. Now, we are in 1 John chapter 4, verses 7 through 12 this week, and I want to encourage you to do that same passage this Sunday morning so that we can continue to have that discussion, continue to have that unity of studying the same portions of God's Word together. And then let's talk about it. Call each other, talk to your friends about it, post about it on Facebook or other social media or email each other, whatever. But let's communicate about what God is teaching us. That's a key element of the action groups. That's a key element of Christian growth. So, as we look forward to this weekend, know that I'll be posting a sermon-ish on Sunday morning, and we'll be talking about what a shepherd is so that we can continue to become better and better shepherds for God's glory. Love you all. Talk to you later.